So if I just pull this out of the way, and here, before we get going guys, you've got there, I don't know if you can see that on camera, an R, which is going to be the right side, and then you've got an L, the left disc cover. Now you've got a big pin, and this is the hole where the screw's going to go. So you've got a big hole there, and a little hole there. So you put, guys, I do hope you enjoyed these 2 packs, 2 shoes, whichever way you want to put it. I'm going to put in your shoes, I said that before, but yeah, I can't wait for this build. This is going to be amazing. So what you do is just rest that on there. Hey all, welcome back to the channel, Rich43. As you can see, I've got a big smile on my face. Hope you're all doing good guys, I hope you're all well. This is new build day. I've got a new build coming to the channel, but before we get on with that and get going with that, I just want to show you what's coming up in the next few videos. I've got this. It's not such a model, but look how big it is guys. This is the Kawasaki Ninja H2. You might have seen it on TikTok and all over social media. It actually revs up, you've got smoke, lights work, I've got to put the sticks on the front, etc. So that'll be like a very mini little build to get that up and running. That's coming to the channel soon. I've also got, which I've not done for an age, a few pieces of vinyl. I'm going to do a few vlogs. So we've got Ozzy's Blizzard of Oz, but yeah, got that to review. Plus I've got some Black Sabbath vinyl, and of course, well known by Elvis fans, I've got an Elvis 30 of Elvis's. Well, it's got 30 hashtag hits, so that's going to be coming up soon. And then of course back to today guys, brand new build to the channel as I say, and it's going to be this, the DUCATI Desmosedici GP 2023. I don't know if I've got that right, please don't grill me for that if I've got that wrong. It's the first time I've said that on camera, but yeah, look at this, beautiful. This is the book, these are the parts. I'm going to do a double issue today guys. Got this part here, so yeah, this is going to be parts 1 and 2, so we can get this up and running. And then obviously once we get going with the deliveries etc, this will be a regular thing on the channel. What I'll do is I'm going to get started guys, and we'll go through this introduction pamphlet and some of the things you get free. Do let me tell you this now, you will only probably be getting these at this time. If you watch this a year or 2 down the line, who knows if these are still available, if the model's still available, or if the free parts are still available when you subscribe through PayPal, etc. But anyway, without further ado guys, let's crack on. I'm so excited with this DUCATI build from the Agostini Fanhome. Okay, so before we get going, I'm going to show you the actual poster you get, and it's massive. So I've left the camera where it is for now. You can see it takes all the screen up. Look at that. I don't know where I'm putting that yet, but that poster is cool. Massive. Well, that does it justice on camera. But that is what we're building guys now on the channel. Look at that close up. Beautiful. And on the back, you've also got the free gifts you get, which I'm going to go through now before we get this built. But that's how that's looking with this free pamphlet you've got. Let me just put that to one side. You've also got a little leaflet here. So let's see, have a look what it says. Build the, upgrade your payment method by PayPal, which I've done. And you get this little free model also. Pretty cool. And that's if you subscribe by PayPal. you get a 1.18 scale reproduction of the legendary Ducati. I'm going to stick to saying Ducati at the minute because I'm not sure if I'm getting that right, that name of it. You get a nice little introductory letter, pretty cool, and it's just saying welcome and hope you enjoy your journey, etc. And then we have the two magazines, and I'm sure these are getting smaller as they keep doing these new builds. We're going to take a look through these, guys. What we'll do, take a look through magazine 1 and obviously magazine 2 when we get to those parts, and also obviously we're going to look at what parts we've got. Look at that. I think this is number 1. Let me just see. I'm just seeing where, yeah, this is number 1. Looks like get a free screwdriver, and then number 2. So without further ado, guys, let's crack on with this build and have a look at the free gifts we're going to get before we get cracking. So guys, this is the back of the poster. I'm just going to have to twist it around so I can just read what is entailed with this model. It's basically got the windshield race number and decorations, and perfectly reproduced. That's how the front windshield's going to look. And then you've got the forks move up and down like the real suspension. So basically it's got real suspension, guys. Brilliant. I love that. The brake discs are integral with the wheels, so like they're joined onto the wheel and the brakes. Basically, guys, I've never done a motorbike build before. It's going to be fun, but new. There's a lot of little pieces going to be on here, which I'm used to doing car model builds, as you know, so it's going to be very different indeed, I would have thought. You've got handlebar levers and grips, and faithful down to the smallest details. That will be so cool, but the detail on that, can you imagine how small the parts are going to be? That's going to be amazing. Let me just swing this round. You've got tail fairing with stickers identical to the original, and seat in soft plastic. That's that bit there. And it's a 1.4 scale, this build is, guys. You've got working swing arm and mono shock. Amazing. So basically the middle of the bike will be able to be pushed down. You've got thermoplastic rubber tyres, 6-spoke wheels, and the model dimensions, guys, this is 53 centimeters long, which is 20.9 inches. The width is 18 centimeters, which is 7.1 inches, and the height is about 30.8. Well, it is 30.8 centimeters, 12.1 inches. You've also got the chain, which turns together with the front and rear sprockets. This is going to be amazing. So that's a bit of detail about the actual bike and build. Let's turn this over. These are the free gifts, guys, but I don't know when you're watching this video. They might not be available if you're watching this 2 years down the line. The actual model might not even be available by the time you're watching this. But if you're watching it as I'm building it today, guys, which is 11th of November 2025, or thereabouts, whenever you're watching this, these are what are available at the minute. You get a mug, so you've got a Ducati mug, Ducati hat, some cool posters, Ducati keyring, I'm loving that, Ducati brolly. That's how it all folds up, the brolly. That's pretty cool. And you get a water bottle. Also, guys, before we get going, if you subscribe premium, which is a little bit extra a month, you get this little 1.18 scale model on a little plaque with a perspex box over it, which is pretty cool. If you pay by PayPal also, that helps you get some extra gifts, which is what I'm doing. So I'll be able to document this on the channel as and when I receive all these gifts, which is pretty cool. Now, before we go, and I'm really excited to get this build going, another little picture there. Look at that. Beautiful. That is what I'm building, guys. Amazing. I'd love a real one, but no, it's going to have to just be the model. So without further ado, guys, let's get this Ducati GP 2023 underway. Okay then, guys, so here's the mags, which seem to get smaller every new build what's coming out. There's magazine 1, magazine 2. So let's take a look. Let's see what we've got in this first mag. There we go. Look at that. Pictures of this bike are amazing, guys. So pleased to have brought this to the channel. So as you can imagine, you've got some brilliant, wicked content here of what this bike was capable of. And I would have thought all the stats, etc. Yeah, you've got the stats here, the weight of it, etc., the speed of it, what engine was in it, etc. Yeah, so yeah, pretty cool. Some history of Ducati there. And then we're straight into it, guys. The windshield and the side wings we're doing in issue 1. That's how that's looking. Pretty cool. So without further ado, guys, sit back, relax, and let me bring over the first pack which we've got here. Pretty cool, look at that. This is amazing. So glad to have this on the channel. Wait to build a bike build for a long time. So I'm going to get this open as I sit back down. I'm going to have a look at the parts. Okay, so let's go make the pack. Now this is plastic. That's underneath black, but look at the red on this. Beautiful. Stickers already on there. I've got the little wings here. Quality is pretty. Oh, that's like a rubbery feel. I was going to say it's plastic, but it's not. That's rubbery, and that could snap pretty easy, guys, so be careful when taking these out. That's cool. That is actually cool. That's plastic. But these things, these wings, are rubber. I love that. And of course, like all these models, you get your trusty little screwdriver, your free screwdriver. Whether it'll last, we'll see. And we've also got some LP screws also. So if I just pull this out of the way, and here, before we get going, guys, you've got there, I don't know if you can see that on camera, an R, which is going to be the right side, and then you've got an L just there. Don't know if the light's reflecting on that, for the left side. So for instruction 1, what it wants us to do is take these two pieces and obviously put them in the position where we need to put them. So the way I'm looking at the instructions at the minute is we want the left on this side and the right on that side. And guys, there are only these 4 instructions in this first issue, so that's why I'm doing both packs which I've received. That's all I've got so far. Get them out there and get this build up and running. So first of all, then, instruction 1, like I say, you need this right one on the left, which sounds a bit weird now, and the left one on the right. And then moving on to instruction 2, what you want to do is take the right wing. Let's just move this out of the way. Bring the windshield over. You've got 4 holes here, as you can see. Yeah, sorry, those 2. All you're basically doing, and this is flexible as you can see, is you've got the grooves here, lining those 4 holes up, like so. That's how that's looking. Doesn't that look cool? And then for instruction 3, we've then got to attach that with some AJP screws. It's got an instruction, but on the pack, it's got LP. We'll go with LP screws. And all you've got to do is turn it over, and then what we'll do is screw those into these little holes just there. Okay, so I've got a few of these LP screws out. So we're going to do both sides of these wings. So again, what you want to do is, as looking at it, this is the right. And we've got the right one there. So again, put that in there like that. I think what I'll do is the top bit first. You'll line these holes up properly, as you would imagine. In fact, I might be better off doing the bottom bit. Very fiddly because it's slidey. And then put that screw in there. Carefully just screw that in, make sure you've got it lined up with your holes. And then screw that in nice and tight. What I might do is just do that a little bit first, just make sure it's biting with the wing. I think that's going in, I hope so. Yeah, it's going in. Yeah, that's nice and tight. That's the first one in. Okay, that's looking at the minute. Cool. Now we'll do the same again with the second LP screw. Just line that up. And make sure that's in the right position. There we go. And we'll apply the second screw. Screw that in nice and tight also. I love the beginning of the builds. You're bringing the model alive, if that makes sense. That's how that is, nice and flush. And then all we've got to do, this is why this is bendy, to be fair. So you can get that in position like so. So we need 2 more LP screws. So if I just line that up on my screwdriver. Pretty cool, this screwdriver, so far so good anyway. Right, so what we need to do, get that in the groove of the windshield, line up the holes and tighten that up. There we go, it's nice and tight. And last of all, the last screw of this wing, the right wing, screw that in nice and tight. Now when you tighten these guys, do not tighten as if like they're tight, so once you feel them start to get a bit, that sounds weird, but you can feel them get tighter, but they're not going to stop turning, if that makes sense. But then I'll just stop there once you can feel you've gone far enough. You'll know. There you go. That's that done. Look at that. That's cool. Now what we're going to do is the other side. So you want to take the left wing. Same again, guys. Just line it up with those grooves there, like so. And then we're going to attach that with some more LP screws. So if I just line another LP screw up. And then just line it up on there like the other side. Make sure that's lined up. And when you're happy, tighten that LP screw up. So that's one in. Take the second one. Make sure it's lined up where you need it to be. And again, put the LP screw in and get it tightened up. Now what you want to make sure, guys, is it's in with the lines on the windshield, because if you're not careful and just line it up, like if it's not in line with the chassis, the windshield for the chassis windshield, you're going to be screwing your screw and it'll be going into the wrong part of the wing. So just make sure that's in the groove there. Get this screw back on, and then when you're happy, screw it in. I should really have a protective cloth down so I'm not scratching this, but I'm being careful as doing this. Just putting it together. There you go, so that's the 2 wings from underneath. Now what we're going to do for this first part of this build, the first issue, is apply 2 more LP screws. Then we're going to crack on, go into issue 2. So again, just line that up like so. When you're happy they're in the right position, get them screwed in. There we go. Yeah, that's going in, I think. There we go. That's something in. And last but not least, just make sure you've got it lined up to the side, as I say. See where that's not at the minute. So if I pull that down, there we go. It's lined up now. Get that screw in nice and tight. And now that is it for the first issue of this build, guys. I love it. Looking pretty cool. Don't go anywhere. I go straight in to issue 2. Here we go then, guys, straight into issue 2. Beautiful pictures. It's racing. Oh, look at it, racing with all the other bikes on there. It's just class of its own. It's Ducati, of course it is. We've got loads of stats as well again, and some background of the bike. And it looks like in this magazine a lot to do with the racing and the pedigree it was. And what we're doing now in this issue is the front fender. So let's get the pack over and see exactly what we've got. Here it is, the front fender. Look at that. Basically the mud guard at the front. This is, guys. And it looks like we've got the front fender, left disc cover, the right disc cover, and the fender mounting discs. There's two of those. And we've got some screws, AP and KP screws. So let's get this open. Okay then, guys, so these are the parts we've got, as I've just said. What we're going to do first is apply the left disc cover. Now you've got a big pin, and this is the hole where the screw's going to go. So you've got a big hole there and a little hole there. So you put the big pin in that big hole, and then we're going to apply a screw to put that together. And this is a KP screw. So if I just get that lined up on my screwdriver, and we just want to pop it in there. Better if you can't see it at the minute, guys. Let me just line that up. Carefully just screw that in as you go into plastic. You don't want to damage anything. And just go till you feel it resists, guys, because you don't want to snap the plastic. You don't do it too tight. That's the first one on. And for instruction 2, we'll do the same again on the other side. So that big pin, you can just see that there, goes into the big hole at the bottom. Carefully just push that into the hole, and then let me just get another screw out. Oh, I'm so excited about building this. It's going to be, I think, exciting, fun. But I think there'll be some parts what are really maybe difficult. But I've never done a bike build ever. I've always wanted to. I was going to do, I can't remember what bike it was now, but it's basically not continuing at the minute. Whether it'll come back, I don't know. Right, I'm going to concentrate, don't do that too tight. As you can see, it gets a bit harder. And then just feel it resisting and then stop. But there you go. There's the two side faces, which are going to be basically covering the discs. And that's like carbon, that is, guys. Pretty cool. It's not real carbon, obviously, but you get the gist. So that is the first two instructions done in issue 2. Turn it on its side and now apply these little pieces here, which are basically the fender mounting disc. So what you've got to do is just line that hole up, like so, and then screw an AP screw to attach it to the front fender. That's it, screw that in like that, not too tight, mind. Just feel it till it gets tighter, and then just stop there. I think that might just be enough. Just do that a little bit more. Yeah, it's tight enough. And that's how you want that, guys. And now we're going to do the other side, which is the last instruction of this first 2 issues of the build. Guys, I do hope you enjoyed these 2 packs, 2 issues, whichever way you want to put it. I'm going to call them issues. I've said that before, but yeah, I can't wait for this build. It's going to be amazing. So what you do is just rest that on there, and then get your screw, line it up. There's a little bit of a knack to it, but it's doable, guys. Once you just take your time and screw that into there. Careful not to screw it too tight. There we go, that should be enough. Yep. And there we have the left and the right disc cover. Love it. That's how that's looking. That's looking. Look at that. Absolutely love this model. So in these 2 issues, that's what we've done. Do hope you've enjoyed it, guys. Please come back once I've got this delivered again, which should be in the next 3 or 4 weeks. It's got pending at the minute for the next payment. This is like an introduction. You just got these 2 in here, so I would have thought in the next couple of weeks we should have another 3 issues. Do hope you enjoyed it, guys. Please remember, give us a big thumbs up. We'd really appreciate that, and subscribe for more. But for now, take care, guys. See you in the next one. And that is it for this new build, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it. Do you know what? I'm going to try saying it again. The Ducati Desmosedici GP 2023. Do hope I've got that right. Comment down below if I've got it wrong. I'll try and get it right for next time on the next video. But if you did enjoy this, please give us a big like, subscribe for more, press that bell notification. You'll always be notified every time I put something up on the channel. But yeah, this is the new build to the channel, guys. It'll be coming once I get the next delivery, which might be about 2 or 3 weeks until it gets into that round of getting the deliveries every month. But that was the introduction to this, the first 2 issues. I do hope you enjoyed it. But for now, take care and see you in the next one. Oh, and remember to stay tuned for that Ninja H2 model, which will be coming very soon in the next few videos. So take care, guys. See ya. Peace.